Hey, shout out to Anchor for sponsoring my podcast. I need everybody to go download the Anchor podcast app. Also, I need everyone to go follow and listen to the Eric J. the Great podcast on all streaming platforms. Go subscribe to my YouTube channel, the Eric J. the Great podcast, and go like my Facebook page, the Eric J. the Great podcast. Feel free to come to me, send me messages by any topic suggestions, or if you want to be a guest. I look forward to hearing back from y'all, and I want everybody to tap in with me.
Yo.
Hey, man. Well, welcome to the Eric J. the Great podcast, man. How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm happy to be on here.
Oh, yeah, man.
How I sound? It ain't too loud or nothing, is it?
No, what's that noise right there?
I was coming into the house.
Okay. Oh, yeah. So, man, we just started from the beginning, man, get your whole story and things like that, man. So, first off, man, just tell the people where you from.
I'm from Miami, Florida. Born and raised Miami, Florida. I've been all in through Florida. I live in Central Florida right now. That's why that's why I'm making music out of. I rep Polk County. I'm a little Florida. I'm a Florida baby. Everything Florida.
Okay, then that's what's up. So when you think about your city where you from, when somebody says your city where you from, what's the first thing that comes to your mind when somebody say where you from?
Miami. Definitely. I take Miami real serious. That's why I really learned everything. Like when it comes to my vibe, the way I listen to music, how I hear music, period. The pop, just Miami, everything about Miami I love. So I claim Miami first. Second, where I was really raised at, went to school that I graduated from was Polk County, Central Florida. So it's kind of, I'm torn in between the two, but Miami always gonna be home.
What's the first thing that come to mind when you hear Miami?
Juking. Dancing. It's a little dance we got, juking. You feel me? Everybody in Miami know about juking. If somebody be like, oh, I'm from Miami, they be like, oh, you from Miami too? All right, well, let me see you juk then. And usually, if you can't juk, then you ain't from Miami, man. They be lying. They ain't from Miami. Yeah.
So, man, so kind of explain, like, how was it growing up in your city?
Well, in Miami, I was really a jit. We say jit. Jit mean, young. A jit be like little kids, all them jits around there. But then growing up, we just ended up calling everybody jit. But coming up in Miami, it was wild. My people was fresh from Jamaica, so we ain't have too much. We stayed in the projects for real, down in Opalaka, shooting and everything. It wasn't until I was like maybe 8, 9. My pops met my mama, and we moved up to Central Florida, got out that bad neighborhood. But up in Central Florida, growing up is another story. School, I really wasn't out there. I was a little funny jit, the funny quiet jit. You feel me? Like everybody knew who I was. I was good at sports and everything. But as far as like popularity and everything like that, I fell back a little bit. I ain't really like big old crowds and shit like that. Everybody thought that you feel me? I was new to the city. So, a lot of people ain't really fuck with me. They like, oh, this nigga, we don't know who this nigga is, so we ain't gonna really fuck with him like that. So I just really fuck with whoever fuck with me. Stayed out the way.
Okay. That's what's up. So, like, as far as like your upbringing, did you grow up in a two-parent household?
Uh, yeah and no. My biological dad ain't claim me. I don't really know the nigga like that. You know how that happened. I told my mama I belong to a white man because I came out light skinned, but shit, down here everybody come out light skinned. You hear me? So it like at first I didn't really have no pops, but then my mama, my stepdad, and he stepped up to the plate. He treated me like all his other kids. He ain't treat me like no stepchild. Like that was my real pops. So I call him my real daddy to this day. Stepdad, I don't call him by his name. I call him Pop. You feel me? So after they met, then yeah, I had it until he went to prison. So I say before I had a good 2-parent home for maybe about 5 good years before he went to prison. Then got deported.
Oh, okay. So, do you got any siblings?
But you can hear me? My bad. My mama keep.
Yeah. What did you say?
You can hear me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Nah,
What
I
you?
got a gang. I got a gang of siblings. I got about 9 brothers and sisters that I know of. Pops was a hoe. Pops was a big old hoe. I got down where I fall at, man. I got one little brother. I got 2 little brothers, one big brother, a little sister, 2 little sisters, a big sister, and another older brother.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
so,
what schools did you go to growing up?
shit. Man, I went to Tennessee Crowder Elementary in Miami. I went to Kathleen Middle, Dr. Andy Roberts. That's in Polk County. Kathleen High School, and that's it for school. I graduated in Kathleen, Polk County. So I'm a Red Devil for sure, man. If anybody know when they come hear this, you feel me? I'm gonna put on for the lean. Got to.
Oh yeah, absolutely, bro. So as far as like growing up in your city, when you was a kid, man, when you reminisce, what were some of the circumstances and struggles that you had to overcome as a kid transitioning to a teenager?
Um, Struggles I had to overcome transitioning. Damn, boy, that's a hard one, boy. You know how to ask a question, boy. Let me see. Let me see. The hardest part I say was really getting people to understand a nigga. You feel me? Like a lot of people, cause my people Jamaican. So when we came, they all fresh off the boat. Everybody already was established down here. They got generations and generations before them that was already in America. You feel me? So they got houses passed down and they got jobs already started. So when they coming up, you feel me? They got their people to help them out. They got people to support them doing whatever they did. See, we ain't had that. My mom and my daddy, they the first ones to come to America. So the crib they got, that's the only thing our family got as a whole. You feel me? The cars they got, that's all we got as a whole. So we started from the ground up. So all the other kids at school had the Nikes and the Jordans and all that shit. My people couldn't afford that shit off the bat. I had the Champions and Protege shoes, the Kmart shoes and shit like that. But people weren't digging that, you feel me? But I made the best of the shit, you feel me? I was color matching and all that shit. I basically made them respect me, you feel me? Respect who I was as a person first. And that was really the hardest part because, I got bullied. Nobody don't know that, but I got bullied when I was a jit. Like two brothers, when I first came down here, 2 brothers was taking my lunch card, you feel me? They'll take it and play goddamn man in the middle with my shit. I'm short as hell. They taking my shit, ain't got no friends. I got tired of that shit. One day I got down. I brought a big ass knife to school. I told one nigga I thought that was my friend. I told that nigga, hey, they touched my lunch card today. I'm gonna chop his hands off. I'm on the bus. I got the big ass knife on my hand. I'm on the bus to show him my friend. I'm gonna chop his hand off. The nigga that I called my friend though, telling on me, dog. Telling the teacher that I had a knife in my book bag. Later on that day, the police walk in the room in the class. They asked search my book bag. They find a big ass knife, and I get expelled for that shit. You feel me? So
Man, that's crazy. How old you was when that happened?
man, I was in elementary. I was in elementary school. I was in like 4th grade. How old he is in 4th grade? I don't even know.
I think you was like 9.
Yeah, but I was legit. I was young, but I wasn't. You feel me? I was small. Like I'm 6'1" now. But then I was short as hell. And I ain't hit my growth spurt till late. So I was small as hell. They were bigger than me, but I wasn't going for that shit. But after that, right though, when I brought that knife and everybody heard that I got expelled for bringing that knife because I was finna cut whoever the fuck. It was over with. Nobody ain't fuck with me since then. Then they knew that, oh, that nigga ain't gonna go for that shit. You feel me? That nigga, you gonna leave that nigga alone. That nigga crazy. That's what they said. I'm crazy, but I wasn't crazy. I just tired. You feel me? Niggas get tired of shit.
Well, yeah, man. I absolutely understand that, man. So when you was a kid, what type of activities were you into? Did you play sports or were you into music early on? What was you doing?
Yeah, that's all I did was play sports. Anything we could do to stay active. Cause like I said, I ain't had no friends. All I had was my brothers that was with me that we stayed with. So we were playing football, basketball, AAU. We down there. We played soccer. Goddamn, we did everything to stay in shape. You feel me? Bring balance to life. Cause all we knew was school and home, school and home. We ain't had no friends like that. So all we did was play sports.
That's what's up, man. So, what made you join the army?
Man, that I ain't gonna lie, no disrespect to the military, but that fuck ass recruiter lied to my ass. Talking about, oh, you basically work a regular job when you get in the army. He told me I should pick a cable installer job. He was like, oh, you gonna be like me. You gonna have all these shoes in your closet. You see the car I'm driving, and woo, woo, woo. I get off work every day and go home to my family at 5 o'clock. He told me all that mess, man. So, and then again, you feel me? I ain't had really no other option. I barely graduated high school, you feel me? My freshman year, I was skipping school. I ain't really want to go to school like that because like I said, I ain't no friends. So like in the morning, I get up, I walk to the bus stop, you feel me? And I hide behind, it was a big ass, like the neighborhood we stayed in had a big ass sign. I hide behind the sign, you feel me? And when the bus come, I hide behind the sign, let the bus go by. Then I get from behind the sign. Then my mama left. My mama left after I was supposed to catch the bus. So when my mama would be pulling out, she'll see me at the bus stop. And I'd be like, I guess the bus ain't come. I don't know what happened, Mark. You feel me? And I walk back to the house. She'll go to work. Or some mornings I got down, chew up a whole bunch of crackers early in the morning, drink some water, gargle it, and go spit it in the toilet. Go wake my mama up, be like, I'm sick, Mark, I can't go to work. You feel me? So I ain't go to school a lot. So I had an 0.9 GPA, and I ain't know that all that shit average out together. You get an 0.9 your freshman year, that shit going on to your sophomore year and your junior year. You feel me? It's a average. So up into my senior year, I was fighting to try and get that to a 2.0. And I finally did. They told me I gotta graduate high school to go to the army. That's the only thing I was thinking about. I wasn't thinking about no college because wasn't no college looking for me. And I ain't like school, period. So I was like, fuck it, man. I go to this army. This man talking about I get all these shoes and this nice ass car. I was like, fuck it, man. Let's do it. Took my ass to the army.
Absolutely, bro. So, first off, how long you was in the army, and was you still doing music while you was in?
Oh, I did a full 4 years in the army from 2014 to 2018. And now, man, I ain't do no music. I literally ain't started rapping until I went to prison. I ain't had no thoughts of rapping until I went to prison. I ain't never listened to no beats, freestyle, none of that shit. I ain't did nothing. I met somebody, while I was in jail who was singing. It was a dude who could sing. Like, when I say this man could sing better than Usher, this man could blow. And he was in there singing, and he just ain't take that shit serious. And I telling his ass, like, man, you got a gift, bro. You need to get out and change your life, turn your life around. You feel me? And use the gift that you were blessed with. You feel me? And he just wouldn't take it serious. So I end up playing around with him, be like, hey, man, let me get on that song with you. You feel me? He like, oh, you want to get on it? Then the beat and sing and rap at the same time. I couldn't never catch that shit. So every day I just get with him and practice it. We'll be practicing together, playing around and doing. We ain't got shit else to do. We in this bitch all day, every day. We ain't got nothing to do. So we just making music. I'm learning how to beat. Then I was going through a heartbreak at the time. So the whole time I'm rapping about this female that broke my heart. You feel me? And it just took off since then. I fell in love with it. And I told everybody, I was like, when I get out, I'm finna do music. When I get out, I'm gonna do music. I'm gonna build me a studio. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. And sure enough, I did everything I said. You feel me?
Yeah, absolutely, bro. You mind me asking, what did you go to prison for, and how long you was in there?
I was being an idiot. I got greedy. So basically, in the military, you can't smoke or you ain't supposed to. You can do whatever you want, but you ain't supposed to. You ain't supposed to smoke no weed. So my first duty station was Korea. And Korea is dry. They treat weed out there like it's damn methamphetamine or something. You feel me? You get caught with weed out there, it's damn near a federal charge or something. So the whole time I was in Korea, I ain't smoked no weed. You ain't find no weed. So when I finally came back to Georgia, I left Korea, got shipped to Georgia. I was out at the park one day. I went to the park and I smelled weed in the air, man. These niggas were smoking at the park. So I push up to them. I like, hey man, let me get a gram of that right there. You're like, all right, I got you. So I go to the ATM, you feel me? I get $20 out of the ATM. I buy me some blunts and something to drink. I bring the nigga $10. He was like, hey man, what you said you wanted? I like a gram. He was like, damn, bro, you must not be from around here. A gram go for 20. I'm like, what the fuck? So me hearing that, I automatically go to money moves, thinking about my city. You feel me? A gram, $10 in my city. A zip probably 125, 150. So I asked him, I said, what does zip go for? He talking about a ounce of gas go for $250, $300. I'm like, man, what the hell? So sure enough, I took my ass to Florida, got me a pound of gas, and brought that shit back up to Georgia while I'm in the army and started trapping. I stayed right across the street from a high school, you feel me? So I had all the jits before school. They'll be at my back door. They'll be at my back door early in the morning ready to get some gas. So I'm serving the gas out my back door before I go to PT in the morning. You feel me? And I'm eating good. It got to the point where I wasn't even touching my army checks. I was just spending nothing but weed money. But I wasn't thinking, you feel me? I was really just moving off of impulse, being greedy. So I'm getting all this money. I got 2 cars now. I got my own crib. I got 4 Giottos on my car. I'm buying out the club. I'm throwing big ass parties, bringing celebs out. So me not knowing that's drawing attention to myself, you feel me? They started looking like, hey, he only a E3, or I know how much he get paid. How is he affording all this stuff? How he making all this money? So it drew heat to me. And long story short, the police started fucking with me. They see somebody doing whatever. You see you making money, they want to know how you doing it. You feel me? If it ain't adding up, they want to know what the fuck you doing, how you doing it. So I ended up fucking myself up selling weed inside the party while I'm throwing a party at my house. Police police set me up. They set a CI on me. A confidential informant. They put him right in my circle. You feel me? They sent him to us as a cameraman. He was a cameraman. He came to us like, "Hey, I record. I can record y'all parties. You feel me? Show y'all the videos." And the whole time he smoking weed with us. He doing everything with us. So I'm thinking this nigga cool. He's straight. He hit me up one day with like, "Hey, I'm trying to buy 2 zips." So I had my old lady meet him at the Taco Bell. I go sell him the 2 zips. Whole time, it's cameras inside his car. They got audio in his car, and they got more money. So I make the trans, you feel me? I go out to the crib like any other nigga do, and I start flexing. You feel me? I take a fat ass picture, laid the money out, spread the money, took a picture with the money. Boom. They got video evidence, audio evidence, and they got proof that I had the money. So that's my first charge, selling marijuana. Then I had a partner. He was trying to make a sale outside the house, and the nigga tried to rob him, basically. You feel me? He tried to feed him. So my partner ended up trying to run after him, and he ended up shooting. So I was out the door with my other homeboy, and we end up seeing my partner running. So we run out there with our guns and we shoot back. We end up hitting the nigga in the back. Feel me? Police come. Don't nothing happen that night. That same night, police come. We stayed at the house. We was outside when the police came. They looked at all the shells on the ground. They looked and they left. About 2-3 days later, they kicked my door in. I'm asleep with my old lady, about to get up for PT. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning. They kick my door in. They find weed in the house. They find the Ziploc machine. So they hit me with possession, manufacturing, distribution, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. And that was my first time really going to jail, you feel me? And my first time, I ended up sitting for 2 years, get sent.
Damn, that's crazy, man. So how was that? With your first time, man, going to prison, man. Being around like some real deal. What I'm saying, like criminals, man. How was it adjusting? Just on a protection standpoint. Because you see the movies and things like that. So how it really was in there. When people be
Honestly,
shaking people, things like that.
yeah, that shit, it's shit. I mean, you can't believe everything you see on the movie. You feel me? For the most part, they gas it up a lot, but it's really how you carry yourself. I mean, granted, when I first went to jail, I'm not knowing I'm finna go to prison. I ain't knowing I'm finna sit in here this long. I'm on the phone with my people like, hey, save up this money so when I go to court on this date, I get in jail, I get a court date maybe 2 weeks out. I say I go to court, they gonna I'm gonna get a bond. 2 weeks come, I don't get a bond. You feel me? They push the court date back. 2 weeks turn into a month. I keep calling my lawyer when I'm going to court. Oh, trying to get you on the docket. That month turning into 3 months. 3 months turning into 5. And they keep on going. They keep on going. I'm sitting. I'm going to court. They push the court date back. Push it back. We're gonna continue it. They came at me with a first offer after a year of sitting. They gave me a first offer of 10 years. I had a paid lawyer and everything. My paid lawyer told me they offered, matter of fact, they offered me 6 months with a program. My lawyer told me not to take it. He was like, I could get you out and on straight probation. Don't take that program. Don't please get to that. You feel me? So I'm like, all right, boo, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna wait to get out. So your first offer usually your sweetest. So I guess they gained some more evidence and they came up on the offer. 10 years. Hell no, I ain't taking no 10 years, man. So I denied that offer. I've been sitting for a year and then it kicked back up again. They got a nigga sitting. They got me waiting. So the whole time that's going on, like, you know what I mean? Here, you feel me? In my mind adjusting to the environment, you feel me? When I got locked up at first, I wouldn't say I was completely intimidated, you feel me? Because I ain't scared of nothing. I ain't scared of nothing but the man with the power upstairs, you know. But I carry myself right. I ain't going there acting like I was the biggest, baddest nigga in the jail, you feel me? Because one thing about it, you gotta humble yourself. If you think you the biggest, baddest nigga, it's another nigga out there that's bigger and better, for sure. You feel me? So I went in there, held myself, had care of my own. Went in there and I carried myself like I did out here. Like I ain't no gangster. Like, I don't want to be no gangster. I'm a turnt nigga. I like to party. I like females. I like women. I like to dance. You feel me? So I went in jail with the same shit. And sure enough, they fought with it. They fought with you if you be you. I mean, I had a couple fights in jail, but it wasn't on my end. You feel me? It's another nigga that was on some fuck shit. You feel me? And I had to stand up for myself. But that's it. You don't let nobody run you over. You don't let nobody take nothing from you. You just be yourself. Yeah, you'll be all right. So I was all right. Everybody fuck with me.
So when did you get out of prison? Like what year and what month?
I got out of prison December 2019.
Okay then. So when you got so as far as your family, man, like do you have anyone in your family that's involved in the music business?
Not close, man. Well, I say my uncle. My uncle DJ at King of Diamonds in Miami. He really pushing me. He pushing me heavy. Like when I got out and I showed him what I had, he was like, "Damn, man, why you ain't been rapping? Why you ain't been doing this, man? This you real good to be just starting. You feel me?" So every song I do, I send it to him and he'll spin it in the club. He'll send me videos. He'll be like, they was feeling the song, man. They was liking the song. The girls were dancing to your song. You got to keep going. You got to do it. He'd be like, I'm tired of working, man. You the mid ticket. You the family ticket out of here. You got to keep going. So he be pushing me. But as far as family wise, that's like the closest thing I got into the industry. You feel me? My uncle.
So as far as you being led to music, was that prison situation was the only thing that led you to doing music?
Yeah, man, that one nigga, if I blow up right now, one nigga damn the 30% of whatever the fuck I sign for. Like if I catch a deal right now, like that nigga that turned me to music, that made me like say, hey, I want to do this. Like I like this, I want to do this. I still talk. He just got out of prison. He just came home. And I still tell this nigga to this day. Like, hey man, you need to hop on this and you do this. But yeah, for sure. If I ever get up or I hit any type of big money, even if it ain't off route, any type of big money, I'm gonna dump money into him. I'm gonna invest in him because that boy got talent. And if it wasn't for him, if I ain't running into him, it wouldn't even be no WopOnKevv. You feel me? I wouldn't be doing none of this shit right now. I'll probably still be trapping or something.
Oh, absolutely, bro. Sometimes it only take that one person, man, and sometimes it don't even be a person that you would think it would be in your close circle. You know, it would be a total stranger that had that belief in you to and push
But
you to do something.
one thing I did find out, man, it don't matter how long you knew somebody about loyalty. You can meet a complete stranger that could change your life, you feel me? A complete stranger that care about your well being. And that I met a lot of that in jail. I met a lot of old dudes that, I learned a lot. I don't even regret being locked up. You feel me? I learned so much that changed my life to this day from prison, from being in jail, incarcerated, that I don't regret. I know I missed a lot of time, with family and shit like that, but that shit made me who I am today.
Yeah, facts, man. You gotta always be optimistic about any situation, whether it's negative or not, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
facts always.
So when you got out of prison, man, when was your first time going to the studio?
I kid you not, man. Believe it or not, I never in my studio. My first time recording, making my first song was on this what we on. It was on my phone, man. I got on YouTube. I was looking up ways to make music without, cause I could studio when I first got out of jail. I ain't have much. I came out with $4,500. You feel me? But I had to move. I moved straight to Philadelphia. I was with my wife, so I gave her all the money to set up everything to get me up to Philly. I had to get me a car. And I got a car and went straight to work. I ain't had no more money after that for real. So I budgeted. I got some headphones. I downloaded this app I found called Voisey. They had little beats on there. You could record on your headphones and it just go right into that motherfucker. So I started making songs on my phone and I send them. I send them a call. You feel me? I be on Snapchat and I play it on my Snapchat. Up on my Snapchat, be like, what song that is? What song that is? And I was like, damn, y'all fuck with that. Y'all like that shit. I was like, damn, I need to make some more shit. I need to get this shit to be sound better. I need some quality shit. So I looked on YouTube how to turn your phone into a studio. And sure enough, they gave me a little blueprint. So I went to Best Buy. I bought a little adapter for my phone. I bought me a USB mic. I hooked all that shit up to my phone, dog. Went down in the basement. I had a box. It was this cardboard box. I put a whole bunch of fucker, and I put the mic inside the box, and I recorded numbers. My first song that went crazy. Like I recorded a song in the basement in a box. I posted that motherfucker. T Grizzly hit me up about that song. He tried to fly me out. He tried to fly me out to work with me, but I couldn't fly out because I was on papers. I was fresh on papers, so I had to turn it down. And that was the first time I recorded a real song on my phone in that basement. I ain't never been to a studio to this day.
Dang, boy, that's crazy, man. That's a real inspiration to people because a lot of people have dreams, but they will make excuses for why they can't do that dream. And you know,
Facts.
you know, everything takes a little bit of money, but you uh use your resources to make the best out of the situation you was in and still, you know, accomplish, you know, moving towards what you wanted to do.
Facts, man. Ain't no excuse. A real man don't make excuses, man. They make it happen.
Yeah,
Make it happen.
absolutely, bro.
And I just kept on going with the investing. You feel me? If I did it slowly, but at the end of the day, I got it in the long run. Like I buy a mic, I save up, buy a mic. And then next thing, I got to get the interface. And then I literally built my own studio. I got a home studio right now, professional home studio. I got all good equipment, Pro Tools. I got the industry standard, everything right now. And I did all that shit by myself. It's to the point where I taught myself how to record. I taught myself how to mix. I taught myself how to master. Get on YouTube, stay up all night. Talking about long ass nights. I'd be up till 3, 4, 5 in the morning, knowing I gotta go to work at 7, looking at how to mix, how to record, all type of shit. YouTube University, that's what I call it. They be like, well, how you learn? I be like, YouTube University. YouTube and learn how to do anything.
Oh, facts, bro. Yeah, everything,
You
everything
feel
is
me?
on YouTube.
For real. That shit crazy.
Yeah, man. So as far as your process, man, as an artist, are you more of a freestyler or a writer, or is it a mixture of both?
Oh, I'm definitely a writer. I'm a writer for sure. I can't freestyle with for motherfucker, but I'm real intellect. You feel me? I used to write poems in jail for people that wasn't really like, they been in jail for a long time, so they didn't get to go to school, they didn't get to graduate, they ain't get to, you feel me, go to master language arts or how to write correctly and stuff like that. So when it came down to like Valentine's days, Mother's days and stuff like that, I was the king of poems. Like I could write up a poem real quick. So that's how, like, when I couldn't afford food, when I couldn't eat in jail, you feel me? When I was hungry, they'll bring me soups and honey buns and stuff like that to write them a poem for their mama or write a poem for their old lady. You feel me? And I'll be writing poems for the whole dorm, sending them out for them, writing something special for them on Mother's Day or Valentine's Day, stuff like that. So I always been good with writing, especially towards women. You feel me? But when it coming up with songs, the freestyling part, I can freestyle a melody. Like, when you get in the booth, I get in the booth and I just be mumbling some bullshit, saying some bullshit. Then I get it to go with the beat. And then when it sounds like it's a little bop, I'll go back over it. Then I write to the melody. You feel me? And the whole song start coming together. And I got the whole song written. I go back through and record all over again. And that's how I patch everything together. But yeah, I ain't never really just that numbers freestyle was, I say, my only freestyle. I did that by I recorded on the beat, and as I recorded one thing, I stopped, came up with something else, and kept going like that. It wasn't just no all the way through freestyle, but it was straight off the dome. As soon as it came to my head, I wrote that bitch down and went with it, and that's what I stuck with.
So how often do you write? Do you write every day, or do it just like you just going through life and then things come to you and then
Yeah,
you get a
fight.
chance
That's
to
it.
write?
I don't rush nothing. I don't force nothing. I like to write off impulse and emotion. You feel me? Like today, I'm finna write something today. I just went through some bullshit at work today, had me feeling some type of way. So I got something to say about that. So I'm gonna put that shit on some paper, turn that into a song. Every time I go to jail and get out, I come out with a banger. I went to jail. I lost my job just recently. I went to jail. I got pulled over for a suspended license. You feel me? My license wasn't supposed to be suspended. You feel me? They fucked up a good job I had going on. You feel me? They took all my savings because they told my car all type of bullshit, man. I got out after about 30 days and came out with tragedies. As soon as I got in the booth, I found a beat. I went right in the booth and that's the first thing that came to me because that's what I thought it was. I was like, that's a tragedy. Like I got shit finally going for myself. You feel me? I'm doing good. I'm saving money. I'm about to work on my own crib. And boom, a tragedy happened. I get arrested, lose my job. Now I'm back in square one all over again. And that's how I came out with tragedies. That shit just hit me.
Yeah, yeah, man. An awesome process that you have, man. As far as writing off real life,
Yeah.
situations because it's authentic.
Facts,
So
man. I try to stay away from all that fake shit. Rappers be rapping about, oh, they got this car and they got all this jewelry and all this money and they be lying in the songs. Like, granted, some people might like hearing that, but I ain't got no Bugatti. I ain't got no Bentley. I ain't got no VVS's. Well, I just got me a diamond just recently, but I ain't had that shit before. You feel me? I can't tell no nigga about what the fuck type of gears and no Lamborghini. So I'm not finna be rapping about no Lamborghini. I'm not finna be rapping about no Giuseppe's. I'm not finna be rapping about all that shit. I ain't never touched no Giuseppe's. Like that shit I don't feel that type of shit. I feel like it's all cap.
yeah,
I like rapping like some shit that somebody could relate to. I rap about a lot of relationship related shit. You feel me? And I know everybody got relationship problems. Can't anybody that's listening to this right now be a motherfucking lie. They say they ain't never had no relationship problem. You feel me?
Yeah, that's a fact, bro. I
Fact.
know.
So
So as you going through this process, when you got out of prison, man, and you started, start going 10 toes down with this music. At one point, would you say that you got confidence in yourself to where you was like, I could really do this? You know what I'm saying? Because you just like if you was playing sports or anything, like you can be playing sports for 5 or 6 years, but it's always that one game or that one moment where you did something you was like, dang, I'm actually good at this. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
Like what?
well,
I'm pretty sure it was probably like a song or something like that. Like a certain song you put out or something.
yeah, I actually do. It's actually my favorite song, and it's crazy. A lot of people don't really know about this song. They like all the other ones that I put out, but it's called 730 Cupid.
Oh yeah, that's one of my favorites right there.
Where you feel me, 730 Cupid right there. I listen to myself a lot. You feel me? I got a nice system in my car, music system. I got all my those speakers done, so it's pretty loud. You feel me? And some nights I like to get in my car and smoke me a black and mild and just ride around listening to my music, blasting it. So one day I had pulled to the DMV. I was blasting 730 Cupid. You feel me? So I pull into the DMV. I get out. I start walking to the DMV, and there's this lady outside the DMV selling insurance. She was like, "Excuse me," and I was like, "What's up?" I'm thinking she about to sell me some insurance. I'm like, "Man, damn, this bitch about to try and waste my time. I don't want to talk to this lady." But no, she asked me. She was like, "Who sing that song?" She was like, "What song that is?" And I was like, "That's me." And she was like, "You for real?" I was like, "Yeah, that's me." She was like, "Stop pulling me, man. Just tell me who the artist is and I'll let you go." I'm like, "That's me for real. I'll show you." So I pull out my phone. I show her the picture on the song and it's really me. And she was like, "That's crazy. That sounds so good." And I was like, "You for real? You like it?" She was like, "Yeah." So she ended up telling me that she was hosting a little concert. She was bringing the artists out a few weeks, and she was like, "Oh, she would love to have me perform at the event." She was like, "It sounded real good. She think I could go far." And I was like, "Damn, that's crazy." Like, I came up here to get my license reinstated. You feel me? Like, huh? And then you talking about this and that. So I'm like, damn, like maybe this shit really is like something I should stay consistent with. Something I should really put all everything into to ride that bitch to the wheel fall off. Because if one person like it, you feel me? If I could pull up somewhere random and one person like it around the world, but it's gonna be thousands of other people just like that one person that like that. You feel me? So
Oh yeah,
that moment right there gave me a lot of confidence in my music. You feel me? It meant a lot. I'll never forget that day.
oh yeah, bro. That's everybody needs that moment. You know what I'm saying? That's that reassurance. You know what I'm saying when you on a journey as far as like trying to master something. You know.
Yeah, them big facts, man. I wish
So
I, I wish I still was in contact with her.
oh yeah.
I wish I was, man, but I lost contact with her. I don't know where she is now.
So when did you drop your first project?
Three-headed dog. Three-headed. I ain't gonna lie. Three-headed dog was kind of thrown together because my brothers. I got two brothers. One that's a producer rapper. He produced a beat for Kodak. Back on my feet. I don't know. You probably know that song, but he made that beat for Kodak. He rap also. And then my other brother, he started making music when I brought the studio. He I guess he fell in love with it also. So he liked the art basically. He ain't as persistent or he ain't as he not trying to pursue a career in it, but he had fun with it. So we'll be in there making music sometimes. We'll be in the studio and they'll be like, "Hey man, I like that. Let's hop on it. Let me get on it." So we came out with a couple of songs and I was like, damn, I've been dropping singles. I ain't never drop an album. So I was like, fuck it. I'm gonna name it three. I'm gonna drop an album called Three Headed Dog. You feel me? And I'm gonna have both of them on it. So basically, we a three-headed dog type shit. We all brothers. We ride for each other. So I threw that little project together. But as a solo album, I never dropped a solo album. That's what I'm working on right now.
So as far as when you dropped your first project, man, what was the responses, man? Like, was you getting a lot of feedback back, from people that you know and people you didn't know?
Oh yeah, facts, facts. See, I'm with United Masters right now, so I get to track my views and I get to see, what cities stream it the most and things of that sort. But definitely, man, I got a lot of feedback on a couple songs on that album. Couple songs on that album, people was really fucking with. They sent me Snapchats with them playing it, singing the whole song in their car. Yeah, you sent me one that you like. What I had a project with a female that like that. You was fucking with that shit, man. That shit, if it meant shit like that, really, that shit changed the game for me. You feel me? Even if it's small, even if I don't blow up, you feel me? It be stuff like that make a nigga day. You know what I'm saying? Like, made me smile on the inside. Like it don't take like I don't gotta be rich to be happy. I'd rather be happy than you feel me rich. I know a lot of rich people that's miserable in life. You feel me? I'm chasing happiness at the end of the day. But yeah, for sure, man. The Three-Headed Dog project that really for an album, it paid. It started. It's like the bottom of the pyramid. It's the start of something big for me. You feel me? I plan on my intentions is to make stuff better than that. Every time I drop, I try and outdo the last thing I drop. So I dropped that album as a thrown together piece. Now I'm working on a complete solo album. I got Drum Dummy produced a beat for me, a custom beat for me that he sent to me that he wanted me to get on, and I ended up coming up with No Scrubs to that. No Scrubs is it's a real exquisite, a little exquisite track that it's a good record that I feel like it'll do something when I release it. You feel me? Ain't nobody rapping like that. I try to make my own little lane. You feel me? If it ain't in my music, they'll understand like, oh, he not just trying to sound like these other rappers that's out here. He ain't trying to sound like Young Thug or sound like Rod Wave. He making his own music. You feel me? So yeah, man, that's it. Everything coming along for sure.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. So when you think about the music scene in your city, describe the music scene in your city as far as artists, like from people that ain't never, been in your city.
Man, so you saying like the other artists that's in my city?
Yeah, like is it a popular music city like as far
Man,
as big time artists and local artists.
no, man, we ain't got too many big time artists. Everybody a local celebrity, dog. In this city right here that I'm in, is everything off clout. Everything off clout. That's what that go back to say when I told you I wasn't born here, you feel me? I moved up here. So when I came, we ain't got no family backing. Like it's a lot of artists out here that I personally think is trash. Well, honestly, I like a couple records. I'm never one to take credit from nobody. You feel me? It's some artists out here that got some decent records, but the other 90% of they shit be trash. But the city of gas it because of clout. They know a lot of people they friends. You feel me? Like they'll post a video, it blow my mind. They'll post a video and I'll watch it. And mind you, if it's a good song, I give credit where it's due. Like this shit sound good, this shit riding. But when I'm hearing some shit that sound like a rapper that's already out, and it's like, what is you saying? Like this I can't relate to none of this shit you saying. It's like you just riding the beat type shit. You just saying whatever the fuck you want to say on the beat. I be like, this shit trash. But I look at the views and the retweets, and they got a ass of views and retweets, 5,000, 10,000 views and retweets. But when I post some real shit, and I'm saying some real shit, you see what I'm saying? Like in this city, the people that I got on my social media that's in this city, I don't get as much views and retweets like that. When I say if I submit that same song, I post that video on TikTok, well, it's a diverse community that get to see it and stuff like that. It go crazy. Everybody on TikTok fought with it. Everybody, you feel what I'm saying? Like everybody that's not in this city fought with it. But as soon as I try and put something out to this city, they don't get no love. And I feel like that's some crap, that's some hating ass shit, that's some weird ass shit. Like y'all, I mean, I understand if your friend's supposed to ride for you, dog, but I don't want them type of friends. I don't want no friend that's gonna tell me, yo, that shit sound good when the whole time that shit sound like gas, like booty. Like I'm gonna feel real hurt if you tell me this shit sound good and I go perform this in front of somebody and I get booed. I'm gonna feel like you set me up for failure. But there's a lot of that going on in this city right here. You feel me, with other local rappers. It's a few. Now it's a few out here that got some gas that I really fuck with. But for the most part, man, it's a dick riding city, man. It's a dick riding city for sure. Even the small business, the black small businesses that's out here, they're trying to get on their feet, trying to get a kickstart from the city. They'll be posting their business on Facebook. The city don't retweet that shit. They don't retweet it. They don't share it. They don't try and support. They don't do none of that shit. But as soon as something go bad with the business, they want to retweet it and slander it and bash it and shit like that. It's crazy. Most of the celebrities that came from this city, people that blew up or got rich from this city, they never come back. They never come back. And they wonder why. They get mad at that. Oh, you got rich and you did this and you never come back to the city and show love, throw an event in the city. I wouldn't show love to this motherfucker neither because y'all don't want to support nobody until y'all already made it. Like, what sense that make?
Oh yeah, man, that crab in the bucket mentality, bro. That's a dangerous thing to be around, man.
Yeah.
It's like that in a lot of hoods around America, man. So like in your city, do uh do people or a lot of artists collab or does everybody just stay to themselves?
For the most part, everybody stay to themselves. Me, I'm willing to collab with anybody. I don't put it out there. Hey, I don't give a fuck what kind of song it is. If it's a country motherfucking song, I get on that bitch and I rap some country shit on that bitch. Cause I'm just that versatile. I ain't tooting my horn, I'm just confident, you feel me? But for the most part, nah, a lot of people, unless they friends, unless they being friends and stuff like that, living together, brothers and sisters or whatever, they doing collabs and shit like that. But for the most part, it's like it's every man for themselves out here. Ain't nobody trying to lift the next nigga up. Ain't nobody, man, like, hey, let's me and you could be stronger than what we is by ourselves. They ain't none of that. They don't think like that. You feel me?
Oh, okay. Yeah,
They
I see. I see.
like they rather stun on a nigga. They rather try and get some money and go in the club and be like, hey, yeah, nigga, I got more money than you type shit. Or, hey, nigga, look at my shoes. They better than yours type shit. Instead of worrying about, upbringing each other. They go to the club, all these females in the club, and they want to fight and argue and shit like that. Like some, you feel me, lame shit. That's why I want see, man, you know me. You know me off of back in Korea, man, how we was in them parties and them clubs. You know how I am with these women. I get to a party, man. I don't want to fight with nobody. I want to have a good time, enjoy myself. You feel me? It's like they don't do that out here. They want to get out here and fight. And all these women, fine, beautiful ass girls in the club, and y'all worrying about what next nigga got or what this nigga doing. Like, that's why I barely go out no more. And that shit hurt. You feel me? I love going out, but I don't do it no more.
Oh yeah, man. That is some sucker stuff, man. And you see that in a lot of especially like hood clubs, man. Dudes just be fighting and shut the whole scene down for no reason. Be
For
on
no
some
reason.
petty stuff. So
Shit.
like, what artists have you worked with so far that people might know, or what artists you work with in general?
Um, I only got one real feature, man. I got one song with a female. And she local. She came and she recorded in the studio. I recorded her. I engineered the whole project. And her name's Smoochie. She go by Smoochie. Feel me? If you look on YouTube, you'll find her music. But she just got a lot going on in her life, so she can't really stay consistent with her music. But as a collab, that's really it. Other collabs is jumping with producers. I got certain producers that really believe in me, so they give me beats for free. You feel me? A lot of producers want to send me their beats. They want me to. It's to the point where I got so many producers sending me songs I can't even keep up with them, and I won't say no to nobody. Like if a producer want to send me a beat, the rap on his beat, I'm not finna tell him no. Like I really back myself up with so much shit to where it's like, damn. It's like I'm slammed with so much shit before I say no. Cause the politicking and networking, you feel me, that take you a long way. You feel me? You don't never know who you could come across. So I don't burn no bridge. I I'd rather say yeah, I'm gonna do it and take 4, 5 months to get to it, than say no. And you feel me? And never know what it could have been. You feel me?
Yeah, facts, bro. So like, how often do you record? And how much music you sitting on right now?
Shit, man, in my phone right now, I got about maybe 15 songs that hasn't been heard, that's not released right now. You feel me? 8 that's guaranteed going on the album I'm working on. But I try and record on my free time. You know, I ain't rich. I ain't made it in the industry yet. All this shit, I'm independent. I ain't got no label. This shit all self made. You feel me? So I record when I get some free time. Sometimes when I get off work, I go in the studio for about 2, 3 hours. You feel me? Before I start wrapping it up, make sure I get ready for work. I don't want to be too tired. You feel me? Because that's where the bread come from. Without no bread, you can't do nothing. You know, I need bread to push my music, promote it. I need bread to do all that shit. So I gotta work. So hey, I record. You feel me? When I got free time, I get off work. Weekends for sure. Most of my weekends go to the studio.
That's what's up, bro. So like, a couple more questions, then we wrap it up, bro. So like, as far as your goals, man, what is your short and long term goals that you want from your music career?
Man, my short term goal right now is to get a few videos did, man. I really been lacking and slacking on my visuals, you know, because it's really hard. It's really hard to find a good videographer, you feel me, or you know, a photographer to that I like. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, some good ones in the city, but everybody go to them. And if you look at their videos, they look similar, you feel me? They look the same. You could tell that the same nigga recorded this video, and I don't want that. I don't want my video to look like the next person video. I want my shit to be, you know, diverse. I want it to be different. And then I like to come up with, you know, ideas for the video. So whoever watching it, they got something to really look at and listen to. I want the shit to relate to the music. So for my short term goal, I want to start shooting videos for a lot of music that I got out. Long term goal, I want to start rocking shows after shows after shows. I want to start opening up for artists. You feel me? Politicking. Like, I want to get in the industry. I don't want to just be straight independent. I don't mind being independent, but I'd rather be independent in the industry to where my name means something. You feel me? To where when somebody hear this, I could charge like, hey, you want me to perform? I'm gonna need 2 bands. I'm gonna need $2,000 to come perform at this club. I'm gonna need 3,000, 5,000 to come to Texas. You feel me? That's my long term goal for right now. You gotta walk before you no, you gotta crawl before you walk on a trip. But yeah, start off with something small like that. Start making some good income off my talent. You feel me? My art. This shit not easy. I don't think people understand that. It take a lot of heart. It take a lot of confidence. You gotta have real confidence, build your confidence up to release it to the people, to the world, what you came up with, what you wrote, your poetry, your art. You feel me? And it's not just talking about music. You feel me? It's everything. It go to everybody. If you working on something, you doing hair, you braiding, you whatever it is you doing, you feel me? It take a lot to produce that out to the world, you feel me? So long term, that's it. I want to start getting known, getting noticed for what I'm doing.
Oh yeah, man, absolutely, bro. Yeah, I can feel you on that, man. And what's your upcoming projects you got for 2022? I know you said you was working on an album. How many do you know how many songs is on it? Are you gonna have any features, and do you have a name for it yet?
No, this solo album, this album is a release. It's like a you know how Lil Wayne had Sorry for the Wait type shit, you feel me? That's what this solo album is. This ain't the biggest project I'm gonna be working on. This is just something to make up for the time lost. Cause I feel like the last time I posted released a song was down there 2 months ago or something like that. You feel me? So this project right here that I'm working on is gonna be 8 songs. It's an 8 song solo album, nothing but me. But the big project that I am working on is it's a hot producer that's in my city. He go by Produced by AD. You feel me? And I bought a bundle of beats from him. I actually spent some money with him. I think about 6 or 7 beats. And we gonna work on a complete project. You know how DJ Khaled released his music? Like DJ Khaled is not a rapper, he's a producer. But it'll be like DJ Khaled featuring whatever rapper is on the song. So I got that going on with this dude named AD. He a hot producer in the city. You feel me? A lot of rappers go to him. And I'm feeling like I'm finna take these beats and I'm finna eat the fuck out these motherfuckers. And I'm gonna give y'all the reason. Like, I'm gonna make y'all respect my music. I'm gonna make y'all want to listen to this shit. Be like, oh, damn, we slept on this nigga. This nigga actually hot. You feel me? So that's my biggest project that I'm finna be working on. It's gonna be a collab album with me and that producer. It's gonna be everything gonna say AD featuring WopOnKevv. You feel me? But it's gonna be me on the songs. It's just gonna be all his beats. And I'm trying to slate all them motherfuckers. I'm trying to come on these motherfuckers harder than any rapper rapped on any of his beats. You feel me? And he got a couple of major rappers that he produced for. Like he produced for Moot Boy. He hot in Florida. He produced for a couple hot down south rappers. So it's really a blessing. You feel me? To have him make beats and give them to me type shit. You feel me? It's a blessing. So I'm really trying to go up with that one.
Yeah, I feel you on that, man. And do you have an estimated time frame for the that you're gonna drop the solo album, and when you're gonna drop the album with the producer?
But my solo album will be dropped at the end of May, the end of this month. I'll say the last day of May. I'm gonna drop in May. But for this the collab with AD, I'm thinking that I was gonna release that on my birthday, November 20th. You feel me? Have that done and ready for whoever want to listen to it on November 20th, my birthday. I usually don't do nothing on my birthday. I really don't celebrate my birthday. So that'll be a change to that. You feel me? Release my first real collab with a real producer on my birthday. I feel like that'll be nice.
Oh yeah, man, absolutely, man. Before we wrap this up, man, uh, let people know how they can find you on social media, and any last words that you want to say.
Man, listen, man. It's really big what, man. Y'all can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. Just type in WopOnKevv. That's WopOnKevv. I'm on all platforms: iTunes, Spotify, Amazon, Google Music, Triller. Anything you stream your music on, you'll find my music on there. You feel me? Just tap in with me. I ain't no cocky nigga. I'm a humble nigga. You feel me? Anybody fuck with me, I fuck with y'all. And that's really it. You feel me? I love whoever love me.
Oh yeah, man, absolutely, man. I've been supporting you since you started uh, dropping your music and things like that. I like every song, and I appreciate you coming on the podcast today. And like I tell everybody,
Oh man, I appreciate it too, but it's really a blessing, man. This shit, when you asked me to come on this motherfucker, I was like, damn, this shit for real. Like, bro, you for real type of shit. Like, I really excited, man. I thank you for real.
oh yeah, no problem, bro. Like I tell everybody that I have on my podcast, man. Anytime you got something coming up, as far as your music career or just real life situations, because I don't just do interviews. I talk about real life stuff like police brutality, child support, fake friends. Everybody can't go to the top with you, like things like that. You can hit me up anytime, bro. It don't take me that long to strike no podcast episode up. If I ain't got one on the schedule for that day.
But shit, you got a fan right here, man. You got a fan for real. I fuck with it. Every day the great, man. Start sleeping on my boy.
But yeah, man, I've been doing this for 2 years now. You know, I'm on 11 different streaming platforms. So, you know, I built a nice little fan base with this now. So I'm just applying pressure on this man, trying to get one of them podcast deals, you know.
Yeah, this shit was definitely a move, man. I felt the energy and you feel me, it was a good little vibe. I wasn't no crazy shit. He was asking some real ass questions, but he really took me down memory lane for real, man. When I think about it, you feel me? Nigga really been through a lot. But a lot of people don't know that. I tend to, keep everything to myself and just keep pushing against all odds. Keep pushing. That's all I could really say to everybody. You feel me? Don't never give up.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. Everybody likes I feel like everybody, you know, no matter what point they had in their career, you know, they deserve it for their story to be told. So, you know, as far as like what they got going now and everything that led them to that point, because everybody have a legacy, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of people that probably don't know you as personally as I do, you know what I'm saying? If they listen to this, if they friends with you on social media, be like, dang, I ain't know he went through that, you know what I'm saying? So they would probably, you know, put some inspiration in some other people's life that don't know you personally like that, but been supporting your music, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. I did that, man. And again, bro, I appreciate the opportunity for real to get on here and, you feel me, speak my mind, answer some questions. Let them know what the fuck, what story is, be it, what, you feel me? A lot of people don't know shit about a nigga. They just think I'm just this random ass nigga that popped up rapping. You feel me? But nah, this shit deeper than rap, really.
You know, big facts, man. This wraps up episode of Eric J. the Great podcast. I appreciate everybody that's been supporting me. My podcast available on 11 different platforms. I'm on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple, Amazon Music, YouTube, anywhere you can get a podcast. I'm on there. And anybody that wants to be a guest or have any topic suggestions, you can like my Facebook page, the Eric J the Great Podcast. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, the Eric J the Great Podcast, and follow me on Instagram at Eric J the Great. And I appreciate everybody supporting me. Drop new episode every week. And everybody stay tuned to the next episode I got coming in a couple of days. And again, WopOnKevv, appreciate you coming on, bro. And I wish you the best of success. And I know that you eventually gonna make somebody gonna find you, bro. So I won't worry about it.
Yes, sir. But that's love, man. I appreciate you, man. And touche, everything to you, man. Same shit to you. Iron sharpen iron at the end of the day.
Yeah, facts, bro. Well, we out.
Yes, sir.